activity competency-based learning is a system where the teacher acts as a facilitator and the child as an active learner.
Activity and competency learning is an educational approach, a strategy that promotes a truly learner-centered education. With ACL, we have an appropriate approach, a unified strategy, in the sense that in ACL we have all the essential components of a learner-centered education, namely a continuous and comprehensive evaluation, plenty of activities to make learning interesting and a joyful experience. Then we have a proper measure of progress through milestones and competencies that also caters to the needs of not just the average student, but also, and very importantly, the slow learners and the fast learners. So these, in brief, is what ACL is all about.
And the picture we can see here are called logos. Logos determines the nature of activities.
Logos are an integral part of the ACL system. The children don't need to memorize the logos because the nature of activity is relevant to the logos. For example, for singing activity, we have a logo of a girl with mic. For games, we have games logo. For textbook activity, we have a logo of textbook.
These are the learning materials. We keep all the learning materials in a basket according to the logos.
In an ACL system of learning, a child develops independence and there is an absence of fear also. As it is an individual-based learning, I get a lot of support from the head teacher, all the teachers and the WAC. It helps the teachers and students to know how much they have learned by looking at the achievement chart. ACL method of teaching is child-centered. The children learn at their own pace. We are trying hard to make a success of this system.
In our district, we have around 49 schools, AC schools, and all the teachers are trained, and then the schools are progressing beyond us we have expected. Till date, we have produced a good number of teachers as well as the students.
ACL classroom takabra student gan leadership quality bishi ola bole palise ena amar WC bra observe korise word authority bra ki amar school laga talk hobo contribution olibi materially or financially or physically olibi it's called motor korise like wooden timber or free of course carpenter in our tigna amar pona ahese.
After the introduction of ACL, I see a visible improvement in children's learning and psychology. Absence of fear in a child is also noticed.
Spelling, it's for 10 marks, and for the handwriting also, we give the marks. For the drawing also. For the first quarterly, we collect all the marks in their notebook. Here in class 3, it's quite easy for the group dynamic, but in class 1 we face a little problem. The ACL class is meant only for class 1 and 2, but in our school we have class 3 because the students and the community, they also want to continue with this ACL method of teaching. The students, they are very interested to come to school. They come and call me to take the class. They don't want to miss even one class also. Whenever I give them half holiday, they don't want to go home. The students, they just want to stay back in the school, and they are very eager, and again, they are very happy to be learning in their classroom without any fear.
In the regular classes, the teaching is uniform for the students. But here in the ACL, it is individual and they learn in their own best.
What is this?
Aerobics exercise.
What is this activity for?
Exercise.
Judging by the progress of the children, I have seen that they have improved a lot. She is progressing on her own. Only when she has difficulties in one or two things, she comes and asks us. So I believe that it is because of the ACL that she is making such a great progress.
In this system of classroom transaction, it is very challenging. We are motivated when we see the learning outcome of the students.
For too long, we have been following a system of education which is predominantly bookish and theoretical in nature. Teachers always take the center stage and students are made to listen in complete silence. And we consider this system of education as good discipline and obedience. But SCRT, being a PACS academic body, we always engage ourselves in innovative practices, particularly in teaching and learning process. The child takes active role in all learning activities in this new concept developed by the SCRT. The child takes initiative, participate directly in all activities. Gradually, we have expanded the SCL schools to 137 schools, then followed by additional 300. And as of today, we have covered 437 schools. We plan to upgrade it up to class 5 across the state. This system is found receptive and enjoyable by the students as well as by the teachers alike. And the scheme of this SCL funded by the MHRD, Government of India, Srimati Vrinda Swarup, during her visit to Nagaland in the year 2013. She visited the few SCL schools in Nagaland and she interacted with the teachers and the students, and she was impressed so much by the teachers and the students alike because of the level of confidence maintained by them and also the performances of the students, particularly in these SCL schools.
In this SEL, it is learner-centered. The teaching learning process is much more easier and fun as well.
We have a district resource group which comprises of 6 members. Our SDO and our ADC DMA, they are the ex-officio member, and we are functioning well so far. The community, they are helping us, but morally their support is very high.
ACL introduce kora pasute students kan improvement part to bisi dikhi ase aru jinika poila tu students kan bi teachers kan ki bi boy lage olop scary thake hoile bi ajikali tu ine nijor la bachcha nisina bhal pra hikai dia karone bisi bhal dekha bi dikhi ase.
ইয়াতে বাচ্চা কান তাইকান স্কুলতে কি হিকে ইটো তো আমি সাথ হইলে আজিকালি তো বেনিফিট তো ওলা আছে কোন আমি পামনা আছে আমি তো
In the regular classroom, students are told to be set, and then what teacher are teaching in the class, that is what they do. Where else in the ACL classroom, children are given the freedom to express and to learn with joy.
How ACL started in Nagaland? ACL is an adaptation, not adoption, of the Tamil Nadu system of activity-based learning. About 7 to 8 years ago, at the instance of the then Commissioner and Secretary, Mrs. Banozet Jamir, several groups of teachers and teacher educators went to Chennai in what can be described as a study, observation and training. Thereafter, there was a series of workshops in Kohima, developing the teaching and learning items, the teaching and learning materials, and of course training the key resource persons to train the ACL teachers. And in this way, ACL was launched in Nagaland in 2010. So we are still very young. We have a long way to go, but we can say, when people ask me, for example, about the progress of ACL, I often tell them this, that reports have come in saying that now school children reach school even before the opening bell, and they refuse to leave school even after the closing bell. That to me is the most genuine report of progress of ACL in our state.
There's no separate curriculum. They're doing the same activity, whereas the fast learners, we don't let them wait for the slow learners. They just carry on with their own work. They go ahead.
After implementing this system, the teachers are more hardworking, and seeing the children's behavior, they are very friendly. At the same time, they are more responsible in whatever the teacher has given them, the assignment, and they have this base all-round development. So I think that is very good for the children.
This system is also known as ladder learning.
This is a visual road map for a child. This ladder gives direction to the students where to go after finishing the activity.
The syllabus is broken up into logical steps, which are nothing but the activities. They are called the milestones. The child starts from 0 milestone and proceeds through different activity to first milestone, and similarly to second, third and fourth milestone. The chain of competencies is called a ladder.
We have altogether 52 schools that are running with ACL till date. We expanded 30 more schools last year. So altogether we have 52 schools. We had a very positive turnout from the teachers. We have started monitoring of all the 52 schools. The VAC chairman was very cooperative with us, and he had constructed the REX new ceiling. And we hope to have very good results with ACL.
The group dynamics play a very important part in the ACL system. In each class, the children are being divided into 5 groups. The first group is called the fully teacher support group. This group is for motivation and introduction of concepts. Group 2 is called partially teacher support group. This group is for practicing. Group 3 is called fully peer group support. This group is for reinforcement. Group 4 is called partially peer group support. Group 5 is called individual support. This is meant for assessment, evaluation and revision.
Now this is an achievement chart. Now this achievement chart shows the exact position of the child progress. It takes care of all the 4th quarterly assessment. They are enjoying as well as learning. So far, to be very honest, I haven't faced any problems because we are learning together. We are learning as well as we are having fun also. It is a teaching learning approach that is truly child-centered. It is very good system because it caters both the fast and the slow learner. There is a healthy competition among the students.
স্কুলে যাবলে খুশি পাই না নাই
হয় বেশি খুশি পাই গৈছে তাই টিচার খান তো বেশি ভাল আছে ভাল পৰা পঢ়াই থাকে এনেকা কৈ থাকে তাই বি কৈছে আচ্ছা মই বি এনেকা ভাল পৰা পঢ়িব না এনেকা কৈ থাকিছে
The classroom, when the ACL came, the students, they are very happy to come and learn, and how it has been decorated till now about this ACL. The community are trying their best for the classes, like making of racks, baskets, buying cupboards, like quotation note. There are very good changes in these ACL classes. After seeing the chart, though the teacher doesn't say it, the children will bring the color pencil. So in that way, it shows that there's much improvement. So in our village, in our locality, I think no small children will be loitering here and there.
Implementing this ACL is helpful for the higher section students also, because if they are being taught in a proper way from the lower classes, we will not be having a problems.
We have conducted training also in the year 2014 where 53 teachers were trained. And I have visited some of the SCL schools. They are doing very well. Students are also very happy with this system. Lots of progress are being made.
SCL class have more benefits because there are a lot of activities involved. There are a lot of symbolic things because the government should come in, especially when it comes to classroom scenes. I think we have even extended rooms with the contribution of the community as well as the teachers.
SCL system, she very much enjoyed coming to school, and she talks about the activities they do at the schools, and that she looks as if she's very eager to learn more. And so I think this system is the best system.
The major problem we are facing now is the infrastructure, as you have seen it. And if the government can look into this, I think it will improve.
Whereas in ACL class, we do many activities, whereas children also shows more eagerness and enthusiastic to learn.
We'll try our best to uplift the children.
We are indeed grateful to the MHRD Government of India for their kind support and generous funding to make it the reality in the state of Nagaland. And we are confident that it will be successful as it has undergone various stages of experiments and research works. More so, that teachers and the students found the system receptive and enjoyable and interesting. In education, good learning takes place when one finds it interesting.
So, my dear teachers, this is my personal appeal to you, and also to remind you that you are there in the classroom not for yourself, but for your student, who is full of energy, full of curiosity, and just waiting and wanting to learn. And therefore, they deserve nothing less than your very best. Thank you.
That's why ACL system is one of the best system of education that I should say.